Right, hello you beautiful bunch of people. Welcome back to another episode from Ginger's Gone Walkabout. Obviously I'm Kai, I am the ginger one. God bless you and thank you for clicking on. Today we're just taking a little glimpse at some firecraft. Preferably what we would just call standard feather sticks, none of the resin, fat wood, none of that type of stuff, none of the wood soaked in wax. Just straight up feather sticks. Possibly just feather curls in a sense, wood shavings, wood curls. Same stuff, one's attached to the big wood still, the other one's just made into a pile. So, stick around, we got the perfect candidate around behind me. We got this beautiful branch. So from here, obviously, we try and be nice and neat, we take our backhoe. Obviously, if you're a silky lover, each to their own. Let's just leave that there. So if we can, we'll come down to as low down as we can and gently put our tool away and gently bring it down. And this piece of tree is amazing because it has, if I get off camera, this bit of tree I just took down is basically going to be like the basis of my fire. That's fire lay, which we'll look at as well. It's got the different sizes I need. If not, there's plenty of it that I can bucket down to size into make little fine pencil sized bits, possibly bigger, maybe smaller, it depends how I feel and if I really want them. So we'll buck this up and we'll get it back to camp and we'll get started with it all. See you in a second. We're about to make a load of shavings and feather sticks. I'm using this to keep it off the dampish ground. So we'll start with some shavings. This one probably could do with battening down a bit more. Let's have a go. So really you want squared edges in a sense for this. You can gently make nice fine curls. This is the thing about feather sticks, I find. They're not exactly... They are alright to make. I find it's best to do them with like pieces of fat wood and things like that, personally. The curls definitely work a lot better, I find, like with normal wood. But it's making them all nice, thin and wavy, so to speak. Obviously feather sticks do work with thinner bits of wood, which I will probably have to split another piece down into some thinner stuff. But if you can angle the knife, you can get the feathers to curl specific ways as well. Now if I go blade up slightly, there. So we've got these nice curls here. Let's get them off a second. Now we can just stick them in a nice little pile. So if we flip it on this side, right, if we go knuckles down and get a feather going, it curls, gently curls nicely that way, so to speak. If we come so we're more knuckles higher, you can get them to curl the other way. Obviously if you go straight, they just curl straight down. Sometimes it is definitely easier to do the curls, sometimes it is definitely easier to do feather sticks. It really depends on what wood you got, how thin you've made it. I've made mine pretty thick obviously, but we'll rectify that in a minute. Just right now we're doing it like this just so we can get some curls, some shavings. So we got a nice pole there. Readjust my legs because I'm only 28, but I'm feeling the rest of it. So we'll quickly come over here. Well, now we'll get some feather sticks going. If the curls decide they want to stay on her. So we got one feather stick there and a load of shavings. Sorry people, I just had to check the camera was even filming then because my brain suddenly went, was you even filming? And lucky enough I am. So yeah, we'll just make another feather stick. Another one. Split you down again into another piece. So we can get nice little pieces like this. Now we can also
just dropped it on the floor. Ah, that works a treat.
just off to the side, people, we got Mr. Paul
Oh, sorry, I forgot you're filming.
from Bushcraft and Survival Shorts was proving the world wrong. Well, a lot of these professionals with about the bow drill sets. Because, let's be real, most of these professionals on, well, YouTube professionals and even business so-called bushcraft professionals really ain't got a bleeding clue what they're doing. And I say that with utter love to you lot in the bushcraft community, but let's be real, most of you haven't got a real clue what you're doing. I'm not bashing anyone. I'm just saying it how it is, people. I love you all, really. There's many of survival experts that are good survival experts as long as they're in a hotel suite. Or they got a packet of matches and a lighter and, you know, a caravan to go sleep in at the end of it. So, you know, much love. Much love to you all. very crappy feather stick, but you get the gist. So I'm basically just going to make a load more shavings, and then we'll go from there, and we'll bring you back to the fire lighting. And obviously I'm just using the Mora Garber in stainless, because I'm not a fan of carbon steel, preferably. Rather not. So I shall bring you back in a moment, people. Feather sticks, we've got our ferro rod. Everyone has their different techniques. This is how I prefer to do it with a ferro rod when I'm doing feather sticks. Sometimes, as you can see, it don't quite work like you want it. There we go. So we'll get that one going. We're going to use it together. Is it always this pretty and this easy when you do these things? Nope. There's been times where I've done this and it has taken forever and a bleeding day. Now we take our twigs that we carefully selected because we're professional. And Bob's your uncle. It'll slowly build up, and we will have fire! If you do a good fire base, good fire preps, get all your stuff right. Oh, I say all your stuff right, you get it to work as long as you achieve what you wanted initially. So if you're trying to light a fire, there's a fire. It doesn't matter how it's done, how professional it looks, you just achieve what you needed to achieve. So I needed to achieve a fire, substantiated flame, if that is the right word then. And voila, we have a fire that is working and looking good. And shabami. Now we'll let that burn down and we can get some good food on. Get some good food on. When you see your fire getting down to this extent where it could do with a bit of TLC, we get down and we give it some TLC, or in this case oxygen. See? Oxygen, TLC.